From roaring racetracks to billionaire garages, from grease-stained blueprints to luxury runways, this is not just a car story. This is Ferrari. Welcome to The Rise and the Reason, where we don't just tell stories, we uncover why they became legends. Because before the fame, before the fortune, there was a reason. We tell that story to help you build yours. Today, we dive into a name that screams speed, elegance, and passion. Ferrari. But behind the roaring engines and red paint lies a story of obsession, war, betrayal, and relentless dreams. Buckle up, because this isn't just a car brand. This is a revolution that started with one man and a vision that never slowed down. Our story begins in 1898, in Modena, Italy. A boy named Enzo Ferrari was born. A boy obsessed with speed, but not wealth, not luxury. Just speed. He witnessed his first race at age 10. From that day on, he knew, I'm going to live with fast cars. But life wasn't smooth. After serving in World War I, losing his father and brother, and being rejected by Fiat, Enzo didn't give up. He joined Alfa Romeo as a driver in 1920. And that was the beginning of something bigger than he ever imagined. Here's the twist. Ferrari didn't start with Ferrari. In 1939, Enzo left Alfa Romeo and started a company called Auto Avio Costruzioni. Rolls off the tongue, right? It wasn't until 1947 that the first real Ferrari, the 125S, hit the road. That car? It wasn't just fast. It was loud, bold, passionate. And Ferrari was officially born. A quick question. What does the Ferrari logo's prancing horse represent? And where did it come from? Drop your guesses in the comments below. We'll reveal the answer in a bit. Keep watching. Well, let's come back. Ferrari wasn't founded to sell luxury cars. Enzo didn't care about fame. He only cared about racing. In 1951, Ferrari won its first Formula One race. By 1952, they had their first world championship. They became the heartbeat of Formula One, with names like Alberto Ascari, Niki Lauda, and Michael Schumacher burning rubber and breaking records. Ferrari was not just winning, they were dominating. Now, you want drama? This is your moment. In the 1960s, Ford tried to buy Ferrari. Enzo said, no deal. And they were humiliated. So they built the GT40, not to sell cars, but to beat Ferrari on the biggest racing stage, Le Mans. In 1966, Ford did the unthinkable. They crushed Ferrari at Le Mans, and for the next 3 years. But Enzo? He wasn't finished. Ferrari came roaring back. Because Ferrari doesn't forget. Ferrari doesn't quit. Ironically, while Enzo was focused on racing, the world was falling in love with Ferrari's road cars. The Ferrari 250 GTO became the Mona Lisa of cars. The Testarossa defined 80s cool. The F40? The last car signed off by Enzo before his death in 1988. Let us know your most favorite model in the comments. Today, Ferrari is worth billions. It's traded publicly on the New York Stock Exchange. Celebrities, CEOs, royalty, they all want that red badge. But here's what most people miss. Ferrari still only makes about 15,000 cars per year. Scarcity keeps the legend alive. New models like the SF90 Stradale and the Purosang SUV combine innovation with DNA that still traces back to the racetrack. Ferrari has changed the world, but stayed true to its roots. Now let's talk about the logo, because every great legend wears its crown. That iconic black stallion rearing up on a yellow shield? It came from a war hero, not a racetrack. In 1923, after a race in Ravenna, Enzo Ferrari was introduced to the parents of Francesco Baracca, Italy's top fighter pilot during World War I. On his plane was a prancing black horse, painted proudly like a badge of courage. After Baracca's death, his mother said to Enzo, "Put my son's horse on your car. It will bring you good luck." Enzo did. But he added a personal touch. He kept the black horse as a symbol of power and heritage. He chose a yellow background, for Modena, his hometown. And he added the Italian flag across the top, because Ferrari isn't just a brand. It's an Italian icon. So next time you see that horse flying down a highway, remember, that logo isn't just design. It's history, honor, and horsepower, all in one symbol. And next time you see a Ferrari fly by, remember this. It's not just a machine. It's a memory of Enzo's fire. A legacy built in the pits, polished in the streets, and forged in speed. If this story sparked something in you, a dream, an idea, or just a curiosity about how greatness begins, subscribe to The Rise and the Reason, because we don't just tell you how things got big, we show you how they started small. And always remember, if you know the rise, you'll understand the reason. Until next time, keep chasing the legend.